boy back with another video. But before I get into the video, I'm gonna give y'all a cold story. Let me just y'all hear what the mud sound like. So right now, you know, I just drove across the streets from where I stay, parked, and man, everything should go smooth. So basically, this video is basically how the dealership try to get over on me. So the first car, man, they got over me big time. When it was totaled, getting all the paperwork together, looking at the interest rate, especially when the insurance give you a check what your car worth, and you see the balance that you still got to pay left, man, that's when they get over on you. So basically, my first car, my mama told me to go through the credit union, but you know, I was just too anxious to jump in the car, so I ain't even go through the credit union. In reality, I really supposed to go to the car lot and look at go to the dealership and just look at cars. You know, my mama told me don't go sign no paper. She ain't go with me, and I feel like that's why I got messed over, because she know more than me about this stuff. So I feel like I got messed over right there. So she told me don't go sign no paperwork. No, man, I'm young, man. I just ready to jump in the car. Man, I wanted to sign that paperwork. I couldn't even drive the car off the lot that day because, man, I ain't had nobody with me. I was with my little cousins. And damn, when them knew how to drive, they ain't got no license. So, man, I had to come the next day to get the car off the lot, man. It's crazy. V6. I really went to the lot to get an RT charger. I always wanted a charger. But, man, told me I can't afford no charger. But looking at the window sticker of the RT, you know, he was going to sell me. Being what I was paying for the V6 was the same exact price as that window sticker of the RT. So I'm like, what? But it's crazy. So let's just jump back into this video. So basically with this car, you know, I was looking on YouTube, you know, to see, you know, how to beat the salesman. So basically the YouTube was telling me a lot of stuff. You know, I took that in the head, and I feel like I was good at it, man. I was getting the dealer's head, the dealership man head, the salesperson. I was getting his head, and he was looking like, dang, how you know this? I was asking like, what's the invoice price? I was asking just a lot of different stuff. And me was looking like, dang. So basically what I did with this car, I financed it through a credit union. So I already had a pre-approval when I walked in the lot. Walked in the dealership, and I already know what car I wanted. You know, I've been looking online, doing my research. I seen that it was like, the internet sales price was a good price. I know, yeah, I'm finna go talk them down a little more on this, especially with the Corona. I like, yeah, I'm finna go get them, man. For a wide body, the price of this car, man, I was looking at a 2020 car. It didn't even have a wide body. It was bad and everything. What they wanted for that car is what I paid for this one, and this is a wide body. I mean, it lacked some key features. It lacked the sunroof. I wanted a sunroof. I wanted the Alcantara seats and the red brake calipers. But I got black brake calipers, but I ain't got the Alcantara seats, or I ain't got the sun. I wasn't tripping on the sunroof really, because I was gonna put my headliner from my other car back in this one, so I wasn't really tripping. So boom, I went to 3 dealerships, and all 3 of them from where I stay, they all was an hour away. They all was playing games. So you know, me, I wasn't anxious to jump in the car. You know, I was doing my research. I was walking away, man. You know, put my foot down. You know, I'm the one, y'all need my business, man. So I put my foot down, walking away. And so that's where it hurt. And they was, you know, they was texting me and stuff. Like, you know, when you gonna, you know, you can negotiate the price. I had one dude. I just wanted, like, it was a little player price. I did my little fair value, Kelly Blue Book of the car and everything. It was around the range he told me. I just wanted them to knock about $200 or $300, $400 down. Man couldn't do that. I showed them that I was willing. I had my down payment. What I'm not telling them though is I got approved through the credit union. You always should tell them that last, so you can get the best price possible for the car, man. I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna put y'all on game. But he wouldn't take it down like $200 or $300. So man, that was his loss. I wasn't even tripping. But look at me now, I did better. So basically, I walked to the dealer. This dealership was an hour away. It's in Cleburne, Texas, an hour away. So mind you, I got off of work by 6 or 7 in the morning, 5, 6, 7 in the morning.
Turn me up, bro.
So I had a appointment with the dealership like 11 o'clock. So I know when I got home, I got a shower. I used to just cut on YouTube. I don't go straight to sleep. I be up. So I ain't go to sleep at all that particular day, because I know I had to go look at this car. So mom had to take my brother to work. I believe it was 10 in the morning. My apartment was 11. So I mean, I stayed. I wanted to take my brother to work with and everything. So I'm like, dang, man, I'm gonna be tired. So I recorded the video. I recorded the intro of the video. You see, I was real. It probably looked like, man, I was gone, man. But the whole way on there, when I turned the camera, I was asleep. So we got there, you know, like a little 30 minutes earlier. So as soon as we get there, we go view the inventory. I'm looking for more Scat Packs. That's the vehicle that I want in particular. So I'm walking around looking to see if I see a Scat Pack. I ain't seen no Scat Pack. So I'm like, man, here's what it is. So we just walking. The bigger white dude come out approaching. he asked me, who we here, y'all see what y'all like. When we told him we had an appointment with a dude named David. David is the person was gonna be my salesman. But as I walked in, he was dealing with another customer, so he went ahead and referred us to the dude who approached us outside. So by this time, the car that I want is on showroom floor. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, ooh, in my head, I'm already messing up. I'm showing them signs that I really want this car. So I asked him, can I test drive it? So he, asked me for my insurance, proof of insurance, and my ID. So I gave him my ID. He printed a copy, and I emailed to my insurance. So then by this time, he take us into his office, sitting us down, just telling us about his life. I had my shades on the whole time because I really don't care about your life. That's what my mama here for. I already put on game, just, talk, you know how to talk, just play the game with him to the left. So she getting to it, they get personal stuff. He telling her how he take care of kids, take kids and foster kids and stuff. So I'm like, yo, man, this going down the right path. I had my glasses on the whole time, shades on, just looking like this. Like I'm not interested, I want to know the price. So then that's when we get to talk about rebates and stuff. I'm, talking my YouTube talk to him. So I'm talking down on the price, man. We got to look for the internet price. We got about like another $2,000-$3,000. I'm like, oh yeah, man, this for sure. So boom, here it go. I still asked this man to test drive the vehicle. He never let me test drive the vehicle. So I'm like, what's really up? So he gonna go ask somebody, playing like he asked somebody, can I test drive the vehicle? Then he gonna come back, pop the question on me. Man, with you being your age, I'm already established that I financed the vehicle with Chrysler Kappa, and that's one of the key people they use to do vehicles with and stuff. So I'm like, man, I didn't doing that. So this is what he gonna tell me. He talking, you too young, to test drive. This a high power vehicle. We want to know if you able to really. Man, I hate cars be trying to pull up on the nigga radio brakes like my nigga gone. Stay in the kid's place, man. I ain't with all that. But he telling me back to the story. He telling me this a high power vehicle. We need to go ahead and run your credit, see if you're gonna be able to purchase this vehicle. And keep in mind, I already got pre-approved, man. I don't want you to run my credit. I ain't let him know that I got the pre-approval though. So I'm telling him, man, this is what I did. I played him to the left. I showed him my Credit Karma app, my experience. My score was like on Credit Karma and Experience, they was like in the 7s. It was just like a 620 on one of them. So he was like, man, your score good. What's keeping you from running? And I'm like, nah, man, I don't want to run my credit. He's kept pushing the issue that I need my credit ran. So I'm like, nah, man, I ain't finna run my credit, Like, what's up? So this is what I did to him. I told him, give me the purchase order of the vehicle, the walk away price. That's what it is. I told him the walk away price. So as he getting the walk away price, I told my mama, when he get this, I really want the car. We talking to the little good price. When he get the walk away price, I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'm gonna step outside and I'm gonna call the lady from the credit union and send her my purchase order because that's the only thing they missing. So he came back and did that. I took a picture of it. And I told my mama, just stay in here, talk to him some more. So as I did that, I went outside, I got the lady on the phone. She told me email her the purchase order. So I emailed her my purchase order. Man, I come back inside. I guess my mom had told me that I got accepted through the credit union. As this time, I'm still on the phone when I come back inside. I'm on the phone with the lady from the credit union. So he's like, you got approved through the credit union. Like, he was mad about something. I'm like, yo, like, what's up? What's the big deal? The nigga instantly said, what interest rate did they offer you? We can beat it. And the lady's still on the phone from the credit union. So keep in mind, the man already told us he used to work at the credit union and stuff. We asked him which one. You're just playing the game with which was better, the credit union. Before he knew we got a credit union, he's saying the dealership because they offer more stuff like gap insurance, which I'm with the credit union right now. They offer me gap insurance. They offer a lot of other stuff. Y'all just be adding unnecessary charges. So back into the story. So he like, what rate did they offer you? So my mom already know about the credit union, how they operate. So she instantly grabbed the phone and tried to talk to the lady. When she grabbed the phone somehow disconnected. So boom, he was asking what rate, and she heard everything the man said. So she instantly emailed me. She like, what interest rate did they offer you? What's the name of the dealership? We're gonna try to beat their rate that they offer you. So the men went back and twisted. The men went there and told the people that I got accepted by the credit union that we can beat, they gonna try to beat our rate, which I was thinking like impossible. So he was like, man, we're gonna run your credit. Let's run your credit. I promise you, those scores that you showed me, we can beat your rate. So I'm like, nah. But in my head, I'm thinking like, yo, but at the same time, I don't want y'all to put all your inquiries on my credit. They did that last time, and I can apply for something and say too many inquiries on my credit or short credit history. That's the other thing. I got about 6 accounts on my credit, but I don't have a long history of credit. My credit is about 2 years. I've been having credit for 2 years. So that's not enough for them, just to go in there and do all this. I'm like, nah, that's why I really went to the credit union. So boom, he wasn't there telling all this. like just pressure. My mama getting on him. No, we don't want his credit ran. You know, he already got this from the whatchamacallit. He got the he got the credit union. So he's still pushing the issue. My mama left. My mama left the dealership to go across the street. I don't know something about it. She always get ice every minute. Every place we go, she gotta go get her a cup of ice. So the dealership, you know, sometimes the dealership offers you bottles of water. But however, this particular dealership, they said because of Corona, they didn't have no waters, but somehow they ended up getting some waters and the bottle of water was hot. So she left to go across the street to the gas station to get a cup of ice. Man, so she go to the gas station. So this how the men play me. He like, man, let's go ahead and run your credit in there, yada, yada, yada. So this how I just put it to my, like, man, I don't want you to run my credit. I don't want you to run my credit because I got this already. He like, man, just go ahead. I like, so bet. This is what I told him. I said, you can go ahead and run the credit, but we not gonna send my credit to to all those other people. We just gonna run my credit to see what my score is, to see, you know, if y'all really can give me a better interest rate. So man, when I told him that, this fool went there and typed everything up for me. I didn't have to type nothing. I mean, type the payment, how much money I make and everything. Just put stuff down. I didn't have to tell him nothing. He went in there and did that. Boom, he printed the credit application out. The only thing he told me was the sign that I showed you this, that I'm not gonna, this information is, you know, that we're not gonna show nobody this information, that they keep it. I don't know how to, I know what I'm saying, but I don't know how to say it to y'all, but he telling me that they gonna do this and that. So I'm like, bet. Then I signed it. Then that's when he take it over to the next paper, and that's when the people run my credit. That's the only one that's the only transaction of my credit that I approved to them to do. So they run my credit. I get the alert to my phone. Boom, boom, boom. You know, you got one new hard inquiry on your credit. So I'm like, damn, I really didn't want them to run my credit, but it is what it is. So they won. So boom, that's when this lady from the finance office come. She showed me, by this time, you know, I get up, I walk around the showroom floor, recording the car in my YouTube videos and stuff. I got plenty of videos that I ain't even uploading the other videos. So then I call my partner. I like, man, say, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? They did that. Hey, but this car showing in the car and stuff. That's when the lady from the finance office, she walk up on me. She like, Alvin, they offer you such and such interest rate? No way. Your score is way better than that interest rate, blah, blah, blah. But keep in mind, I already know my credit good. My credit is good. I just don't have a long history of credit. So she like, we definitely can beat that. So she didn't say, she said, sign here to saying that I showed you your credit score. So I signed her saying that she showed me my credit score, and then we instantly sat at the table in the middle of the showroom floor. We sat at the table when we started talking payments. She was like, so if I can get you here, I never signed up. She like, if I can get you to this price right here, I'm seeing that she playing a game with me. She like, if I can get you to like blah 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 price, sign here saying that you can buy today as my monthly payment. So I'm like, oh yeah, you can do that. In my head, I'm playing with oh yeah, you do that. So I tell her I want my payment to be this. She like, okay, sign here, then I can get you there. Then I just kept playing with her because I see that she can get the payment to whatever she wants to. I'm like, nah, I really don't even want that payment. In my head, you can do this, yeah, you can get it way lower than what I want. So I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna sign because I don't even really want this, you know, I don't even really want this, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just playing the game with her. So by this time my mama come back, she outside, she called me. I swear to God. Nah, wait, bang, back. I'm missing the part of the story. So she just telling me this and that. She's like, wait. She told me, wait, I swear to God, and she walked out. By this time, and I'm telling, I was explaining that, like, she was asking me how much the down payment is, where I can get my payments to. I like, I got such and such down payment right here, get my payments to this, boom, boom, boom. So by this time, I had all my money on the table, you know, spread it out. I made a Snapchat video of me, the showroom floor, like, boy, get in the car with show. I'm gonna put the video on this video. So I'm like, yeah, boy, finna get a car off the showroom floor, blah, 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 blah. Boom, she come back. And she was just still telling me about, well, we can get the payments to this, that, then boom, bye, boom, bye, boom. So I'm like, man, bro, in my head, I'm like, dang. Like, she kept playing the game with me. So by this time, she like, just hold up. She was already dealing with a customer for me. She like, hold up, I'm dealing with this customer. I'll get back with you. So my mama, because this is when my mama called. My mama was outside. So I walked outside to my mama. And I'm telling her, yo, they ran my credit. She showed me my credit score. She said my credit score can definitely give me better than the interest rate that the credit union offered me. So boom, I'm outside talking to my mama. That's when the inquiries just started hitting my credit, like boom, bah, boom, bah. Like I swear to God, like they was shooting up a nigga's scope on. Not shooting up a scope, but like shooting up my credit with the inquiries. So I'm like, oh man, like I'm mad than the mud. So I tell my mama, I was like, dang, they up here running my credit like this, like crazy. And so that's when the salesman, who was the big white dude, and she was like, I told you don't run his credit. And he was like, this nigga look just like this. He like, all right, running his credit? I told him not to. This is exactly like he was calm, collect with it, like he didn't give a fuck. So we like, no, I'm like, man, I need somebody to do something about this, cause this ain't right and all this. Like he didn't care. He's like, I'm sorry about that. I told him not to run it. Nigga, you ain't told them shit, nigga. So by this time, I'm mad at them motherfuckers. Boy, all these inquiries just hit my credit left from right. I'm talking, I can't dodge the bitches. Them motherfuckers hitting. So I'm like, damn. So we walk in. As we walking in, my mama loud in the mud, man. Like, I told y'all not put all these inquiries on his credit. Boom. We see the store manager, and he see my mama mad. So he ain't think none of it. So boom, we go sit down in the lot. We calling the insurance company and stuff, trying to get the insurance on the vehicle. That's when they come out and they tell us, we was in there for hours. She still was dealing with the other customer. My mama already kept complaining that she ready to go because she bought the food, it's in the car and stuff. So she was complaining. We calling the insurance, getting close and stuff, thinking that we really finna get the vehicle. Man, they come back an hour later saying that they can't beat the interest rate. They can't even offer me the car give me a SIP to do no bank because my credit file is thin. Like I got an excellent score, but I don't have a long history of credit, which is why I already knew, which is why I didn't want them to run my credit from the jump. So we instantly get mad because, you know, we told the dude from the jump that we had the credit union, and he's like, that's when they come out, the people in the finance office. We came back and told him to tell y'all that we don't accept the credit union right now because the corona, they only send drafts. We can't accept the draft. Oh man, things went left. Man, I was in that motherfucker ready to fight them people, boy. I swear to God. I already had my shades on the whole time. I take the shades out, man. I'm say what? Oh God, nigga, I'm in that hoe heated. Boy, I say I'm cussing the people out and shit like, yo, ho ass nigga. So that's by this time the manager, the main manager comes. He already seen that we was mad, like when we walked back in with the salesman. So we explained everything that was going on to him, that he apologized, and he was like, man, whatever I can do to help, blah, blah, blah. And that's when the other salesman, who was supposed to be my salesman at first, you know, we explained everything to him, and he was like, yo, yeah, they went behind y'all back. That ain't how they supposed to handle things and stuff. They like, salesmen can be a little tricky, but he would have handled the situation way differently. Boom, long story short, 2 days later, that's when they hit me up. I don't know if they thought I was lying about the draft or what. They kept asking me, do you got the draft? You got a draft? I was like, yeah, all I need is the purchase order. I guess because it's my age, the vehicle that I wanted, the price of the vehicle, they thought I was playing. I even showed the people that I had the down payment, man. Like, what I'm gonna lie about this for? So boom, 2 days later, they like, we can accept the draft. We can go ahead and accept the draft. All that. You could have accepted the draft from the jump. You know, I could have had the vehicle that day. It was just a lot of BS that they had put me through just to get this vehicle. I believe it because it's my skin color, man. I promise you. But man, they try to get over me. That's crazy. So they couldn't accept the draft, and then they talking about they can't get the inquiries off my credit. I didn't, you know, the way they was explaining to me that they wasn't gonna show nobody the score. They just saying that sign this saying that I showed you your score and your score is good. And me and her instantly started talking about payments. I didn't sign up saying if you can get this to this, I'll pay it. I was playing the game with her, you know, to see how far down she can get the payment to, you know. And they just put all them inquiries on my credit, and for them not to accept me through no bank, saying that they can get my rate low when I already had a job, man, that was a problem, man. That's crazy though, man. But long story short, I ended up getting a vehicle. They try to fuck over me, putting all those inquiries on. I still got those inquiries on my credit today, man. They put like 10 inquiries from on all three of them. One of them I was able to get them out, but it's still 2 of them. I called, but it'd be a long process to get, man, it takes too long. Like, the people don't answer the phone. And my phone is messed up at the moment, but, I mean, they really try to get over me. I don't like that, man. It's crazy. But that's basically the end of the video. Motherfuckers try to get over me when I had a draft. They gonna tell you, I had a draft, then they gonna say they can't accept the draft. But y'all didn't tell me y'all couldn't accept the draft. You would've told me you couldn't accept the draft from the beginning, I would've got gone, you know? It's that simple. Like, man. But I'm out, man. Like, comment, subscribe if you ain't done so already.